The October 2021 Overgrowth Map Jam was huge, with a total of 9 submitted maps. Because we want to give enough time to properly spotlight each of these maps, and to make sure we don't die making this video, we're going to be covering them in 2 separate videos. If you're unaware, the Overgrowth Map Jam is an event held every couple of months in which members of the Overgrowth community create and submit themed maps that they have created. This jam's themes were Deeper and Arctic. With that out of the way, let's have a look at the entries. The first map on the list takes the theme Deeper in an interesting direction. What if you could enter people's minds and unravel them from the inside? Well, that terrifying hypothetical is explored in The Experiment. El Gordo has crafted a delightfully dark story here in which you play as a patient driven mad by the abilities given to them by a shady organization. You creep your way through the halls of the lab, entering people's minds and leaving a trail of chaos behind you. This is a tough as nails map with a super unique mechanic. You'll be seeing the game over screen a lot, but the further you get, the more your powers will grow. Blow someone else's mind in The Experiment. Carrying on with the Deeper theme, this next map by I'm High, what a name, sees you taking on the role of a Spelunker. This may seem like just a dog with a candle on its head, but it's in fact an explorer who is trained to venture into the dark and dangerous caves that lay beneath the earth. This map will see you arriving at a town, speaking to the locals, finding the cave system, and, well, I don't want to spoil what's down there in this video. Let's just say that there's a lot more than tunnels and caves under this mysterious town. But if you're only interested in the spelunking side of Spelunker, then worry not. You can skip right to the cave with this helpful shed. Explore the depths in Spelunker. Moving away from the Deeper theme, this next map by Yosef really brings the chills. Artic Nexus is a map set in a freezing tundra where danger is never too far away. You play as Oreo, a violent dog warrior who has come to dismantle a mining operation. Oreo and their partner Sash will battle against hordes of enemies as they attempt to complete their mission and keep their lives. Fight to survive in Artic Nexus. There's a trend emerging with the Overgrowth map jams where people create entirely new games in Overgrowth. Girth's Arctic 2D is definitely one of these maps. Believe it or not, this is a retro-style platformer complete with enemies, collectibles, and an original player character. It leans more on the Arctic theme of the jam, making the whole map a classic ice level. It doesn't just feel like a gimmick either, it really does feel like this is the alpha of a different indie game. We would love to see more levels created in this style and can't wait to see even more games created in Overgrowth. Chill out and enjoy Arctic 2D. To wrap up part 1, we want to spotlight the winner of the October 2021 Map Jam. Willsbane's Abyss by Constance is a beautiful map that has you taking on the role of a thief who is given the task of finding a legendary artifact. This map will grab you from the get-go with an amazing opening cutscene featuring cinematography and music that really sets the tone. This scene also features voice acting that adds to the grand feeling of the map in general. Both of the themes are represented here as you'll go from fighting on a snowy bridge to making your way through a system of caves searching for the artifact. This map is a fantastic example of the stories you can tell in Overgrowth. The visuals and audio perfectly come together to create a unique experience that we highly recommend you try out for yourself. Acquire the artifact in Willsbane's Abyss. And that's going to be it for part 1 of our October 2021 Overgrowth Map Jam Spotlight. Thank you so much for watching, but don't forget that we have more maps to cover in part 2. We highly recommend subscribing and hitting the notification bell so you know exactly when the next video goes live. This video was written by Moz Morris and edited by me. I've been Moz, and I will see you in part 2.